Hello, my curious souls. Welcome in or welcome back. My name is Amanda, and today we have a collective reading for you. And this is an energy that came through very strongly for those who are feeling unseen or undervalued. So if you are not seeing yourself in this situation, then please leave this message for who it is meant for. So there's some in the collective here that have been recently triggered by someone else receiving recognition, reward, or acknowledgement for simply starting something. Well, you've put in years of effort but have not seen the same outpouring of acknowledgement. This has possibly triggered some frustration, anger, resentment, or self-doubt. So when I meditated on this energy, a deeper truth came through that went beyond this initial trigger. An unworthiness wound rooted in the idea that you're doing something wrong or not as valuable because you weren't being seen at this moment in time. This could be an old wound that is looking to be healed, or you may be following a path that isn't fully aligned with your soul's unique purpose. A false path is what I heard. So you have a vision, but is this vision yours or is it someone else's? Maybe it's a combination. Perhaps you've been working within structures that were never meant to hold your fullest expression or be seen by the people that reside in this space, so you've gone unnoticed. You also may have been feeling scattered in your direction or application of energy because you are trying to align to something that does not come naturally to you. Your instincts may be telling you something different than what everyone else is doing. What I also heard in this meditation is that you don't want to be acknowledged for the wrong thing because it will take you off your path. So what I received as guidance is that it's time to sit in stillness for you to reflect on what these feelings mean for you specifically as it pertains to your situation and what is beyond that initial trigger, the feelings, the sentiment, the understanding, maybe even the wound that is coming up at this time. So instead of forcing yourself to fit a mold, how can you take what you've learned from this old path and start crafting something that is truly yours? I feel like you're breaking away from some kind of structure or some kind of routine or process or regimen that you've been following. It's time to break away from that and do something that integrates your skills, your wisdom, and flavor for how you truly see your vision unfolding. Now, if that's what you've already been doing, then it's time to let go of the external expectations and get back to the work and the purpose of what you are trying to build for yourself. So when I pulled tarot to clarify, I received the Emperor in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and the Eight of Pentacles in the upright with the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Now, this further explores the idea of releasing control of the expectations and results, since we don't really have control over that anyway, and return to your vision of your whys, your grander purpose for action and creation, or manifestation that is not rooted in a result, but a reason. There are things changing all around you with this Wheel of Fortune and changing within you that need to take place in order for you to step into this energy. You could be reacting to situations happening around you, which is even further challenging this at this time, as you are trying to get yourself back on track. However, in the midst of these changes, I feel there's a call to refocus on the work with the Eight of Pentacles rather than controlling the external, which is the Emperor in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune. It's those universal energies that we really don't have a ton of influence over. So overall, I feel that without this irritation, thought, or feeling that is coming up right now, it may have stayed in the subconscious and led you too far into the wrong direction. So Spirit is bringing it forward for you now so you can sit with it and understand what it means for you along your journey. Forging a path of your own is also going to be challenging, so it's important to love the process with this Eight of Pentacles, of building, of learning, of growing into your becoming, because there are no guarantees of success or acknowledgement of what we are doing, so refining a process and the skills we are acquiring are the reward. And this is how you can move through the changes that might be pulling you left, right, and center, and how you can recenter yourself at this time is to focus on your practices and the mastery of whatever it is you would like to build for yourself. Show up for that practice and craft and continue to improve through iteration and experimentation and see what sticks, see what feels good or challenging. There's a mastery that comes from this as you accumulate experience and refine your process. And your devotion to this work is what people will be drawn to and will be reflected in what you are creating. This will be inspiring and naturally draw in others. Also remember that along this journey that your work is valuable whether or not others acknowledge it. So acknowledge yourself first, give yourself credit, celebrate the progress you make every day, celebrate the failures, because those are your stepping stones to your own version of what success is. And that might be another thing to consider, is what your version of success is. Is it really that acknowledgement or that reward or that validation? Or is there something else that is valuable to you that you can use as your inspiration moving forward? I think the final takeaway here is to use what you've learned to create something that is uniquely yours. And the right people in the right place, in the right time, will recognize your value when you fully embody your truth and are unafraid to share that. And I think there's confidence that you are building here outside of the 3D aspects. So keep refining, keep building, and most importantly, keep showing up for yourself and this work that you're doing. So we're going to get a final message or two from Spirit. And bottom of the deck on this is we have the Strength, which is the young moon, and avoid drama and face your fears. So there's a sense that if there is any drama at this time, it's time to turn away from that scattered energy, and focus on the work, focus on your strength, focus on receiving. When we're in this yang energy, we are not doing, we are being. We are sitting in stillness to receive and finding our inner strength. And I feel like that is the biggest message coming through here, is that to eliminate outside influences and circumstances, to not necessarily ignore those, but to turn within, to avoid any drama that tries to pull you away from your course, from your whys, from your purpose, from the work that you want to be doing at this time, and face any fears. So if this new pathway that you're taking, or the work that you are doing, or there's fear that's coming up about taking a path that is uniquely yours, it's time to really look at those on a deeper level so you can understand what it is you need and what further work is required in order for you to have the most strength on this path ahead. So these are the messages I have for you today, my dear collective. I hope these resonated with you for some of you out there and offered the clarity you needed. Feel free to share your thoughts or takeaways in the comments, and let me know if you want to see more collective readings. I don't usually do these, but if there's enough demand, then I'm happy to offer these as they come through, and I'm inspired to record them. So until next time, I'm sending you so much love and encouragement on your path. Stay curious, and I'll see you in your next reading.